Guiding Climate Investments. This editorial explores SBP's new green finance draft and its challenges. The State Bank of Pakistan, SBP, has just released the draft Pakistan Green Taxonomy 2025, soliciting stakeholder comments. Released means put out, SBP's fresh plan. Soliciting means asking, wants input. Pakistan Green Taxonomy is a term, list for green cash moves. It is an important building block for shaping the nation's financial architecture to address the climate crisis. Building block is a figure of speech. Key piece. Financial architecture is a term, money system setup, aims to tackle climate mess. It will facilitate transformative investments while recognizing the complexities faced by our investment-hungry economy. Facilitate means ease, big green bets. Transformative means game-changing. Investment-hungry is an idiomatic expression. Cash-starved, Pakistan needs bucks. By balancing environmental standards and domestic development priorities, the taxonomy is expected to offer practical guidance for directing capital towards climate-resilient growth. Balancing means juggling, green versus growth. Domestic means local, our needs. Climate-resilient is a term, tough versus weather woes. Directing capital is a phrasal verb, steer cash. This sentence means it'll guide money to green growth, balancing local wants. This framework will help mobilize an estimated $348 billion needed by 2030 for climate response, while providing guidance for sustainable investments across key economic sectors. Mobilize means rally, $348 billion by 2030. Climate response is a term, fight the crisis. Sustainable investments is a term, green cash that lasts. This sentence means it'll pull big bucks for climate fixes by 2030. The taxonomy establishes 7 environmental objectives: climate mitigation, adaptation, sustainable water use, ecosystem protection, pollution prevention, circular economy promotion, and sustainable land management. Establishes means sets, 7 green goals. Mitigation means cutting climate harm. Adaptation means adjusting to it. Circular economy is a term, reuse loops. Others are eco-to-dos. The initial focus will, however, be on climate mitigation and adaptation. Initial means first. Mitigation and adaptation lead. The draft provides varying levels of detail across economic sectors. Varying means mixed. Some sectors get more ink. Energy and manufacturing feature comprehensive technical screening criteria, with emission thresholds and renewable energy priorities. Feature means have. Energy and factories get deep rules. Comprehensive means full-on. Screening criteria is a term, test list. Emission thresholds is a term, carbon caps. Renewable means sun, wind, top picks. The chemicals, cement, steel, and textiles industries are addressed. Addressed means covered. These get green nods. Transportation emphasizes zero-emission vehicles and sustainable infrastructure, while construction incorporates energy efficiency needs. Emphasizes means pushes. Zero-emission cars, solid roads. Incorporates means adds, build save juice. A 3-tier system, the proposed taxonomy has adopted a traffic light system: green for activities that substantially contribute to environmental aims, amber for transition activities that do not fully meet green criteria, and red for activities causing significant harm. Proposed means suggested, new taxonomy idea. Traffic light system is a figure of speech. Colors rank, green's ace, amber's shifting, red's bad. Substantially means big time, green's eco gold. Transition is a term, amber's on the way. This sentence means 3 colors tag green levels: good, middling, nope. This system differs from major international taxonomies to offer greater maneuverability. Differs means stands out. Our way's looser. Taxonomies is a term, green lists elsewhere. Maneuverability means wiggle room, flexible fit. Similar taxonomies of the EU, South Africa, and China have opted for a binary approach where activities are either taxonomy aligned or not aligned. They focus on creating explicit thresholds to avoid gray areas that can invite controversy. Binary is a term, yes, no setup, EU, SA, China roll tight. Aligned means fits, clear lines cut fuzz. Explicit thresholds is a term, hard limits dodge fights. This sentence means others go strict, yes, no, we bend more. Our framework is guided by the do no significant harm principle, which ensures that activities benefiting one objective don't damage others, and social safeguards requiring minimum social standards compliance. Guided by is a phrasal verb, runs on this. Do no significant harm is a term. Don't screw other goals. Social safeguards is a term. Basic people rules, keep it fair. Strategic positioning, a hybrid approach, draws elements from both the EU and Chinese taxonomies while adapting to local conditions. Hybrid is a term, mix of EU's green and China's flex. Adapting means tweaking, fits Pakistan. It provides varying levels of detail across sectors, with comprehensive coverage in energy and manufacturing, while others have to await further development. Comprehensive means deep. Energy and factories get full rules. Others lag. Bueno, this model has left the door open to suit our developmental stage and immediate financial imperatives. Left the door open is an idiomatic expression, room to shift. Developmental stage means growth spot. Pakistan's mid-build. Financial imperatives is a term, cash must-haves. This sentence means it's loose to match our cash crunch growth. Pakistan's framework positions itself between these approaches, incorporating environmental considerations, where feasible, while maintaining Chinese-inspired flexibility for development needs. Positions itself is a phrasal verb, sits midway. Incorporating means adding, green when we can. Feasible means doable. China's flex helps. International standards. The taxonomy has incorporated IFC performance standards, providing for environmental and social safeguards. IFC performance standards is a term, global eco-social rules baked in. However, the framework could benefit from stronger alignment with broader international sustainable finance frameworks, including explicit references to IMF's climate risk assessment guidelines and the World Bank's sustainable finance principles, harmonized with ADB and other MDBs. Alignment is a term, sync up better. Sustainable finance frameworks is a term, World Green Cash Rules. Explicit means clear, name IMF, World Bank stuff. MDBs is a term, multilateral banks like ADB. This sentence means it needs tighter ties to global green cash rules. Likewise, cross-referencing is desirable with ILO and other standards. Cross-referencing is a term linked to ILO's worker rules. Nice to have. Alignment with climate policies. The taxonomy requires stronger integration with our climate policy landscape. Integration means blending. Plug into Pakistan's eco-plans. Landscape is a figure of speech. Policy scene. While it references the Paris Agreement, it needs to acknowledge integration and subservience through explicit linkages with our NDC targets, the National Climate Change Policy, the National Adaptation Plan, and the National Climate Finance Strategy. Both references means nods to. Paris deals there. Subservience means bowing to. Line up with NDCs, a term, nation's climate goals, policies, plans. This sentence means it must lock into Pakistan's eco-rules. This hierarchy is essential for effective implementation. Hierarchy is a term, order matters, make it work. Both the national and provincial climate change funds need well-defined roles, while the Planning Commission's development manual and project planning templates should incorporate taxonomy needs. Well-defined means clear. Funds gotta know jobs. Templates is a term. Planning guides add taxonomy. Institutional responsibilities. The implementation structure led by SBP has involved multiple government agencies and technical working groups. Implementation structure is a term. SBP's crew, Gov and tech teams in. However, institutional responsibilities, monitoring mechanisms, and provincial coordination protocols should be clearly delineated. Delineated means spelled out. Roles, watchdogs, province links need clarity. Trade implications. The approach to international alignment requires careful consideration as exporters here face sustainability requirements. Alignment means syncing. Exporters hit green rules abroad. The Commerce Ministry and the Trade Development Authority of Pakistan need to help navigate the EU's carbon border adjustment mechanism, particularly for textiles, cement, and chemicals. Navigate is a phrasal verb. Steer through. Carbon border adjustment mechanism is a term. EU's green tax, textiles, cement, chemicals at risk. The FPCCI has stressed stronger alignment with EU sustainability criteria for maintaining our GSP Plus status. FPCCI is a term. Business Chamber wants EU Green Fit. GSP Plus is a term. Trade perks, keep it. A deeper alignment with EU criteria would better secure Pakistan's preferential trade position. Preferential means special. EU trade edge needs green sync. Governance structure. Post-18th Amendment, the framework would have benefited from formal provincial endorsements and coordination protocols. Post-18th Amendment is a term. 2010 power shift, provinces need say. Endorsements means okay, formal nods. Despite wide-ranging engagement with provincial representatives, it is unclear if the taxonomy enjoys uninhibited support by industries, sectors, and all provinces. Wide-ranging means broad, provincial reps talked. Uninhibited means full, doubt lingers on buy-in. Hence, formal approval through forums like the CCI or the Pakistan Climate Change Council is essential for nationwide implementation. CCI is a term. Council of Common Interests needs a stamp. Pakistan Climate Change Council is a term. Green Board. Get it signed. Stakeholder engagement requires a boost. Boost means lift, more voices needed. While some industry participation exists, the framework would benefit from broader representation, particularly of the directly affected sectors. Broader means wider. Hit sectors like steel need in. Industry associations could provide practical insights, helping bridge the gap between policy design and real-world application. No more insights means know-how. Real fixes. Bridge the gap is an idiomatic expression. Link plans to life. Their experience would be invaluable for refining sector-specific criteria and developing practical monitoring mechanisms. Invaluable means gold. Tweak rules, watch smart. Way forward, success requires addressing several challenges. Way forward is an idiomatic expression. Next steps, fix snags. SBP's Sustainable Finance Department needs expanded capacity for comprehensive oversight, while banks will require detailed guidance for assessing taxonomy-aligned investments. Expanded capacity is a term. More juice for SBP's Green Crew. Taxonomy-aligned is a term. Fit the list. Banks need how-to. The SECP will need to develop specific reporting requirements for listed companies and provincial environmental protection agencies to strengthen their monitoring capabilities. SECP is a term. Securities and Exchange Commission, set report rules. Monitoring capabilities means watch power. Provincial eco-teams step up. Several strategic enhancements emerge as priorities. Enhancements means upgrades. Key fixes pop. First, SBP should establish a dedicated sustainable finance implementation unit with clear authority and oversight capabilities. Dedicated means focused. New SBP Green Squad. Oversight capabilities is a term. Watchdog teeth. This should be complemented by the Climate Change Ministry developing detailed guidelines that link taxonomy criteria to national climate targets. Complemented means paired. Ministry ties it to eco goals. Provincial planning and development departments need formal mechanisms for incorporating requirements into development projects. Mechanisms means ways. Provincial plans weave in green. The taxonomy's evolution requires sustained stakeholder engagement and regular updates to reflect technological advances and market developments. Sustained means ongoing, keep folks in. Updates means tweaks, tech and cash shift. Financial institutions need capacity-building support, while industry associations require implementation toolkits. Capacity building is a term. Banks need training. Toolkits means guides. Associations get how to. Through all this, the taxonomy can hopefully help mobilize the estimated $348 billion while maintaining our international trade competitiveness and supporting sustainable economic growth. Mobilize means rally. $348 billion by 2030. Competitiveness means trade edge, stay sharp. Sustainable means green long haul. This sentence means taxonomy could nab big cash, keep trade, and grow green. The writer is an Islamabad-based climate change and sustainable development expert. Published in Dawn, February 27, 2025,